China has grown into one of the world's biggest investors, and its activities in Norway have attracted a lot of attention in recent years. With a clear plan to expand its global economic influence, Chinese businesses have focused on areas like renewable energy, advanced technology, maritime transport, and aquaculture in Norway. While these efforts bring new economic opportunities, they also raise important questions about security, the environment, and balancing the interests of both nations. As China's presence in Norway continues to grow, it has sparked major discussions across Europe, with even the EU paying close attention. In today's video, we'll uncover how China's investments in Norway have turned into remarkable victories and why they are so significant. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on stories like this. Let's begin. Let's start with why Norway is such an important battleground. You might think of Norway as a peaceful, icy wonderland, famous for its fjords and northern lights. But beneath this calm exterior lies a nation that's leading the country in clean energy and advanced technology. As noted by China Daily, Norway has embraced the electric vehicle (EV) revolution like no other. In fact, by August 2024, an astonishing 94.3% of new cars sold in Norway were fully electric. This small country has become a model for how policies can push a nation towards sustainability. While most of Europe struggles to make the switch to electric cars, Norway is miles ahead. This is where China saw its opportunity. With Norway's open market policies and strong government incentives, Chinese automakers like BYD, NIO, and MG quickly gained a foothold. They've taken a significant share of Norway's EV market, capturing 23% by 2024. This isn't just about selling cars, it's about rewriting the rules of global competition. Unlike the EU, which imposes tariffs to protect domestic automakers, Norway has an open-door policy. Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre has argued that trade barriers often backfire, stifling innovation and harming consumers. Norway's unique position in the European Economic Area allows it to sidestep EU tariffs, making it an ideal market for Chinese companies. But this isn't just a business story. Norway's decisions are reshaping how industries approach competition and sustainability, and as we'll see, the impact of this partnership goes far beyond cars. The numbers tell a powerful story. In just 1 year, BYD tripled its sales in Norway, and NIO increased its market share by nearly 50%. These Chinese brands aren't just competing, they're dominating. Why? It comes down to 3 key factors: price, technology, and design. According to CGTN, Chinese EVs are significantly cheaper than their European counterparts. Take the BYD Dolphin for example. This compact EV costs about $29,964, much less than the average European electric car price of nearly $50,000. For Norwegian consumers who value both affordability and innovation, this price difference is a game changer. But it's not just about cost. Chinese automakers have mastered the art of combining sleek designs with cutting-edge technology. Features like semi-autonomous driving, voice controls, and high-resolution dashboards are turning heads in Norway. In fact, many Norwegian consumers say Chinese EVs feel more futuristic and practical than traditional European brands. This success is causing a major shift in the automotive industry. German giants like Volkswagen and BMW, once the kings of the market, are struggling to keep up. Some are even shutting down factories due to the intense competition. Norway has become the epicenter of a larger battle for dominance in the EV market, a battle that China seems to be winning. The Norwegian government deserves credit for creating the perfect environment for this success. Heavy taxes on gasoline and diesel cars have made them far less attractive, while electric vehicles are exempt from many taxes. Add to that generous subsidies and perks like free parking and access to priority lanes, and you have a market tailor-made for EVs. Unlike the EU, which is raising barriers to protect local manufacturers, BEV noted that Norway's leaders believe in healthy competition. By keeping the market open, they've not only attracted Chinese companies, but also encouraged innovation across the board. As Christina Boo of the Norwegian Electric Vehicle Association points out, Norway's policies have created an ideal testing ground for Chinese automakers to prove their worth. The result? A seismic shift in the market that's leaving European automakers scrambling to adapt. Before we move on, let's take a quick pause. If you're enjoying this video and want to stay informed about the biggest stories shaping our world, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more in-depth content like this, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. The ripple effects of China's victory in Norway are not confined to this small Scandinavian nation. They are shaking the very foundations of industries across Europe. As recorded by European Horizon, for decades, European automakers like Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz were seen as the gold standard. They built their reputations on engineering excellence and innovation. But now they're struggling to compete with the affordability and advanced features of Chinese EVs. Volkswagen, for example, recently announced the closure of 3 factories in Germany. The reasons? Rising energy costs, supply chain issues, and intense competition from Chinese automakers. Germany's energy crisis, worsened by the war in Ukraine and the loss of cheap gas from Russia, has only made things harder for European manufacturers. Inflation and soaring production costs have forced many companies to rethink their strategies or risk collapse. And it's not just about costs. European consumers are also changing. With incomes stagnating and living expenses rising, many are opting for more affordable options. Chinese EVs, with their lower prices and advanced features, perfectly fit this demand. Governments across Europe are feeling the heat. France, for instance, has called on the EU to reconsider emissions targets and introduce stricter tariffs on Chinese imports. French President Emmanuel Macron has argued that these tariffs are necessary to protect Europe's auto industry and the millions of workers who depend on it. But this raises a critical question. How can Europe protect its domestic industries while staying competitive in the global market? The answer isn't clear, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As Chinese EVs continue to dominate, European automakers face the challenge of reinventing themselves, or becoming relics of the past. What's happening in Norway is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. China's influence is spreading rapidly across the globe, particularly in emerging markets. Take Brazil, for instance. When Ford shut down its factory in Bahia, China's BYD swooped in, transforming the facility into a hub for EV production. Within months, BYD captured 88% of Brazil's EV market. A similar story is playing out in Thailand, where Chinese automakers now control 70% of the market. VOA News reported that this global expansion is no accident. Chinese companies have perfected the art of adaptability. In markets with high tariffs, they build local production hubs to bypass trade barriers. In markets with high demand for affordable EVs, they deliver budget-friendly options without compromising on quality or technology. China's dominance is also rooted in its control over key materials. The country leads the world in the production of battery-grade graphite and rare earth elements, materials essential for EV batteries. This control over the supply chain gives Chinese automakers a significant edge, allowing them to keep costs low and technology cutting edge. Experts like Bill Russo, CEO of Automobility, warn that this is just the beginning. As China continues to dominate emerging markets, the gap between Chinese automakers and their global competitors will only grow. And with countries like Norway welcoming Chinese EVs with open arms, it's clear that this dominance isn't limited to the developing world. So, what can other countries learn from Norway's success? First, it's clear that policies matter. According to the World Economic Forum, Norway's government has shown that creating a supportive environment for EVs can accelerate change. By making fossil fuel-powered vehicles less attractive and supporting EV adoption with subsidies and infrastructure, they've built a model that other nations can follow. Second, competition drives innovation. Unlike the EU, Norway hasn't tried to protect its domestic industries with tariffs. Instead, they've welcomed competition, trusting that it will push all players to improve. This approach has not only boosted EV adoption, but also positioned Norway as a leader in sustainability. But there's a flip side to this story. For countries that rely heavily on traditional automakers, opening the market to Chinese EVs could lead to job losses and economic upheaval. The challenge lies in finding a balance, promoting innovation without undermining domestic industries. As Chinese EV manufacturers continue to expand, Europe faces a critical crossroads. For decades, EPRS highlighted that Europe's automotive industry was a global leader, renowned for luxury, reliability, and engineering excellence. But today, the rapid rise of Chinese EVs has exposed vulnerabilities that Europe can no longer ignore. One major challenge is the shifting consumer landscape. European automakers have traditionally focused on premium vehicles with high price tags. However, the demand for affordable, feature-rich cars is growing. Chinese brands like BYD and NIO have capitalized on this trend, offering vehicles that not only cost less but are packed with advanced technology. Features like semi-autonomous driving, voice controls, and sleek designs make them irresistible to modern buyers. At the same time, Europe's reliance on imports for critical materials like lithium and rare earth metals puts its automakers at a disadvantage. China, which dominates the global supply chain for these resources, has used this advantage to streamline its production and lower costs. European automakers, on the other hand, are grappling with rising material prices and supply chain disruptions. Efforts to counter this trend, such as imposing tariffs or offering subsidies to European automakers, have met with mixed results. While these measures can provide short-term relief, they don't address the root cause of Europe's struggles: high production costs, slow adoption of advanced technologies, and a lack of adaptability. Some experts argue that Europe must embrace a radical transformation to remain competitive. This could include investing in local supply chains, adopting leaner production models, and focusing on innovation in key areas like battery technology and sustainable materials. However, these changes take time, and time is something Europe's automakers might not have. China's success in Norway and beyond isn't just a matter of luck. It's the result of a carefully planned strategy that has been years in the making. Council on Foreign Relations concluded that at the heart of this strategy is China's ability to control the entire EV supply chain, from mining raw materials to manufacturing advanced batteries. Take graphite, for example. By 2030, China is expected to account for over 90% of the world's production of battery-grade graphite. This dominance allows Chinese companies to produce EV batteries more efficiently and at a lower cost than their competitors. And it's not just graphite. China is also a leader in the production of rare earth elements, which are essential for electric motors and other EV components. But China's strategy goes beyond materials. The country has also invested heavily in research and development, driving innovation in areas like autonomous driving, energy efficiency, and vehicle design. Companies like BYD and NIO have become global leaders in EV technology, outpacing many Western competitors. Another key aspect of China's strategy is its ability to adapt to different markets. In Norway, for instance, Chinese automakers have tailored their offerings to meet local preferences, focusing on affordability, advanced features, and sustainability. In emerging markets like Brazil and Thailand, they've emphasized cost-effectiveness and reliability. This flexibility has allowed China to expand its influence rapidly, from the icy streets of Oslo to the bustling cities of Bangkok. And with more countries embracing electric vehicles, China's position as a global leader in the EV industry seems all but assured. China's success in Norway serves as a wake-up call for nations around the world. It highlights how strategic planning, innovation, and adaptability can lead to transformative outcomes. While Norway benefits from affordable high-tech EVs, the rest of the world is left grappling with what this means for their industries and policies. For developed nations like those in the EU, the lesson is clear. Protectionism alone won't solve the challenges posed by China's rise. Instead, there must be a focus on fostering innovation and reducing reliance on imported materials. Governments and industries will need to collaborate on building resilient supply chains, investing in cutting-edge technology, and meeting the demands of modern consumers. For emerging markets, China's strategy offers valuable insights into how to leverage affordability and adaptability to meet local needs. By focusing on cost-effective production and tailoring products to specific markets, other nations can replicate China's success in their own industries. Norway's role in this global story cannot be understated. Its policies have demonstrated that a balance between sustainability and market openness is not only possible, but also highly effective. Other countries looking to transition to a greener future would do well to study Norway's approach. As we move into the future, the ripple effects of China's victory in Norway will only grow. With the global push toward sustainability and clean energy, the EV market is set to expand rapidly. China's dominance in this sector positions it as a key player in shaping the future of transportation, energy, and even geopolitics. However, challenges remain. For all its successes, China's strategy also faces risks, including growing trade tensions, environmental concerns, and the need to maintain consumer trust in a rapidly evolving market. Whether China can sustain its lead will depend on its ability to innovate continuously and navigate these challenges effectively. For Europe, the United States, and other regions, the challenge is equally daunting. Competing with China will require bold action, including overhauling outdated systems, embracing new technologies, and fostering an environment where competition drives progress. China's victory in Norway is more than just a business success. It's a glimpse into the future. It shows how strategic investments, cutting-edge innovation, and a focus on sustainability can reshape entire industries. As the world watches, Norway has become a microcosm of global shifts that are transforming economies and societies alike. But perhaps the most important takeaway is this: the race isn't over. The EV revolution is still in its early stages, and the environment for growth, collaboration, and competition are vast. Whether you're a policymaker, an industry leader, or a consumer, the lessons from Norway are clear: adapt, innovate, and embrace change, or risk being left behind. And for those who stayed until the end, here's your bonus insight. Did you know that China's influence in Norway is also sparking new developments in renewable energy technologies? From advanced wind turbines to innovative solar panels, China's reach is extending far beyond electric vehicles, shaping the future of green energy worldwide. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our next video, 10 Most Beautiful Cities in California, where we'll explore stunning destinations that blend beauty with cutting-edge sustainability. Like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights. See you next time!